Now, the obvious thing to talk about here is the Cafe and Angie quest, but I've already talked about that previously, so I don't think I need to here. Let's talk about some other stuff. For example, the Deku Butler. The Deku Butler quest is basically the same thing as the Dompe maze from Ocarina of Time, just slightly more involved. However, at the end, you learn that the Deku Butler's son ran away into the forest and went missing. At the start of Majora's Mask, you are told that you look like this mysterious dead tree that you find in the forest. Seeing as all other transformation masks are used by taking the soul of a dead person and turning it into a mask to put on someone, it is heavily implied that the Deku mask is created from Skull Kid killing the Deku Butler's son and turning it into a mask. And sure enough, at the end credits of the game, you can see that the Deku Butler is on his knees crying to the dead tree at the start, further enforcing the fact that just because Majora is gone does not mean that everything has been fixed. If you go to the Goron Cave and break one of the pots, out of it will come a rock sirloin that you can feed to a Goron known as Don Gero, who used to orchestrate frogs in a frog orchestra, but no longer can do that because all of his frogs are scattered across the world. So you go and you collect all of the frogs using the Don Gero's mask, and you get them all together in one place, and then you can orchestrate them to get a heart piece. That's pretty cool. You know, I would say that if you beat Breath of the Wild and you don't want to collect all the Koroks, that's fine. If you beat Ocarina of Time and you don't want to go out of your way to create the bigger Sword, that's fine. But if you beat Majora's Mask without 100%ing it, you have not beaten Majora's Mask. The side quests are what provide the game's world building, and it allows you to connect to the characters on a much more emotional level than you would have with any other game. I think that's pretty significant.